ups. So today's closing at the appointment. So the warm-ups we'll start with to be able to just get our mind moving into how we're gonna be using our mouth. And then I think we should jump towards maybe some of the objections we may get with consulting or having conversations with people right now about not moving forward because they're concerned about the market, because they're not sure about showing. Some of you guys have probably already been in those conversations recently. If you have, go like this. Yeah. Okay. Couple of you, 3 of you, few of you. Okay. Min, have you downloaded the playbook yet?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. Welcome, Mr. Nino. Welcome, Alina. We got Coco Vargas squared here in the house.
You have a wrong information on one of them. ID, it's incorrect.
Who's that?
It's Alina.
Alina. You got Alina. I see Alina.
Couldn't get in.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's jump in. Let's jump in and just do some, we'll do some practice here. Let me get my disc or my power hour warm up here. Disc. So you guys can see that.
What page are we on? I think closing at the appointment is page 50.
Listing presentation bridges.
71.
71? Stellar bridges, no.
No.
Listing presentation bridges, 76.
Oh, shit.
Page 76 for listing presentation bridges. Okay. This is on price. Let me take a quick look at what's going on with weighting, because some of those weighting objections are going to absolutely be coming up. Well, let's just wait and see what happens, or the next few weeks. And so they are causing some hesitation on wanting to sign the contract. Here we go. Expired. 1 second. Let me just look real quick here. Closing for the listing presentation, higher price. Cut the commission. Waiting, I think, is at the beginning. Yeah. Higher price. Higher price.
When are the expires in for sale by owners?
Thursdays.
Thursday. Okay, cool.
Thursdays. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. 1 second. 1 second.
04.
Yeah. You know, I don't really have objection handlers in here for, we want to wait and see what the market does. Because when usually you're at the listing appointment, not under these circumstances, you've already pre-qualified them. You should have pre-qualified them. And you know that they're motivated. So you show up and it's just a matter of other objections that come in the way, like we want to start higher. We have somebody interview. We don't like the commission. But you know already that they are more motivated to move. So now we have these circumstances where they may be motivated to move, but they're considering on holding off for a week or 2 weeks to see what happens. But here's the thing: if people are doing that, then we know. I'm talking while I'm thinking here, so I'm externally processing. So everybody, bear with me, because what that says to me then, and this is always open floor until I say otherwise, this is a limited democracy, that if someone is having some hesitation at the listing appointment, but I've pre-qualified them and know that they want to move, but there's just some hesitation because of the market, there's just apprehension and fear there. They still have to move, or they really want to move. Now, if they really want to downsize, they don't have to job transfer, then how am I going to ask good questions through that? Think, feel questions tied to risk or rewards. We'll get there. we're having a chunked up conversation now. I know we're off the bunny trail here a little bit, but that I just have to keep asking good questions tied to risks or rewards, think, feel questions tied to risks or rewards so I can get them to move forward. Because remember, for you guys who've been coming to Power Hour, think, feel questions are about moving them, getting them to move. Now, the questions analysis, who, what, when, where, how, why, around situation or motivation, that's all what the scripts are about when you're prospecting, and what the pre-qualification script is about, understanding their situation at a higher level. Who, what, when, where, how, why around situation and motivation. But when I want to move someone, those are think, feel questions. How would you feel if waiting ended up costing you money? Okay, that's a super simple one. What are your thoughts around putting your property on the market when everyone else decides to put their property on the market and getting caught up in the rush? Okay, maybe not a great question, but I want you to just get the point that I can ask a question rooted in think or feel tied to a risk or a reward. You with me, Min? On being able to get them to move in a direction, okay? So we're going to have to freestyle that towards the end. All right, let's just do some warm up right now. I was just seeing if there was anything in the book there we could reference to, but this is a little bit of a unique situation we've gotten ourselves into here with the conditions of the market, but still the same. I mean, as far as objection handling and understanding motivation and situation, I think that's the biggest takeaway. Sorry, I'm going to stay on the block here for a second. I think that's the biggest takeaway is you guys really understanding these people and being less concerned about setting the appointment and getting the contract signed and really understanding them. I want to help people. Say yes.
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 And if I want to help people, then I have to understand them. But I cannot understand them unless I ask really good questions. Who, what, when, where, how, why, around their situation and around their motivation. And when you can stay there versus trying to close them or trying to get them to do something, then that's a true bond of connection, of understanding, of empathy, of leverage, where when you have those conversations and you're asking great questions, who, what, when, where, how, why, around their situation and their motivation, and you're seeking to understand, you're intensely curious, something's going to pop up out of there for you to be able to leverage them. Or you're going to have a really good conversation and you're going to get to the end of that questions analysis, who, what, when, where, how, why, around situation and motivation, and you're going to realize, I can't move them. There's nowhere to go here. But when I stay in the conversation, stay in the question, stay in the conversation, stay in the question, all your questions are going to be answered, and you're going to know which direction you can go. Okay. Are you guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Any questions or concerns on that before we jump into bridges?
No.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh, I didn't screen share with you. There we go. There we go. Okay. And we're officially screen sharing. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, if you're playing, take yourself off mute. If you're not playing and you're just listening and you want to see what's going on, keep yourself on mute so I know whether or not to call on you or not. Okay, so we're going to do the repeat the objection, paraphrase it, repeat it verbatim. We're going to approve or acknowledge. Good, great, fantastic. I understand, I appreciate, I respect. But then we're going to appreciate. We're going to go deep. Okay, so I understand that because, well, that's fantastic. Because, and then that's the empathetic response. Now you may use a sensory level shift. Andres, you've been using those really well lately. Level shifts, right? Sensory level shifts. Hey, you're not, you don't want to do anything right now. Hey, I appreciate that. And what I hear you saying, what it looks to me like, I'm getting the feeling, well, it sounds to me like those sensory level shifts on the appreciation stage of the approval. So you're going to repeat and approve or acknowledge, but then I'm going to appreciate. And I could use the word because as a trigger to empathetically respond and tell them why I understand, why I said great. And that's that association. Or I could use a sensory level shift right there. Hey, I understand. Now what I hear you saying, hey, I respect that because it looks to me like, and then I'm interpreting the objection and I'm making association. This is the magic right here, guys. So for you guys who haven't attended that often, listen very closely how some of these Power Hour people who have been attending, how they're doing that, because there's no script here for that, okay? You got to make that up. So I want you to listen very carefully here. That's the empathetic response. And then we're going to move. Where are we going to move to? Listing presentations right now just to practice, okay? So read one of those, numbers 1 through 7, one of those listing presentation bridges, and we'll go from there. Okay, cool. Ready? All right, we'll start from the top. Andres, look, I don't really like that price right now.
Paul, what I'm hearing is that you don't really like that price.
Yeah.
Look, I can totally understand and appreciate that. I know that you want this to be a efficient transaction for you, and I know that you want to get as much money as possible. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, great. Well, let me ask you this. Would you prefer to hope your home sells, or do you want to know it's going to sell?
Okay, good job. I like it. I like it. Good job. Good job. Lauren Douglas, look, that price, that's a little low for me. I really wanted to start higher than that.
You want to start higher than that, Paul?
Yeah.
I completely understand. Because we're in such uncertain times, it's important to feel secure in your decision.
Yes.
What happens if you lose the opportunity to move because the property is overpriced?
I love it. Great job. Great job. Great job. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. Min's off mute. Woo! Here we go. Here we go. Did you mean to do that?
I just want to give it a try. I
Yeah.
can't just stand back and listen.
Okay. I'll look, listen in one more round.
Yeah.
I'll come to you next. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nicole, look, that price is a little low. I really expected to start higher than that.
That price is a little low, Paul. You wanted
Yeah.
to start higher.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate and respect the fact that you're trying to make sure you get the most money possible to move to the next chapter. Is that what I hear you saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, Paul? And when we're negotiating, do you want the price to go up or down?
All right. Good job. Good job. There we go. There we go. All right, Min, here we go. Look, Min, that price is low. I really wanted to start higher than that.
You want the price to be higher than that, Paul?
Yeah.
Hey man, I understand. You want to get the maximum amount of money out of your house as much as possible. I really understand that. Hey, listen, do you think there's more opportunity with less or more buyers coming through?
Okay. Good job. Good job. There we go. There we go. Awesome job. Hey, great job for your first time. Great job for your first time for sure. Okay, Coster, look, right now there's a lot going on and I would really want to start higher than that.
Paul, what I hear you saying, there's quite a bit going on and you would like to start a lot higher than that?
Yeah.
Well, I understand and I can appreciate that. It sounds to me like at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're comfortable before you can move forward. Is that correct?
Exactly. Right.
Paul, how often do you shop for items that are overpriced?
All right. Great job. There we go. Coster, excellent job. Okay. Coco Marie, look, this right now, there's that price is just, I'm not comfortable with. I really would want to start higher than that.
You're not comfortable with that price, Paul?
Mm-mm.
I can understand that, especially, I can understand that you'd want to get the most money possible, especially during these uncertain times. And I want to make sure that you feel absolutely secure and comfortable. If pricing your home aggressively from the start actually meant more money in your pocket, how would you price it?
All right. Good job. Good job. Alina Gibbs, look, that price is low. Can we start higher, please?
What I hear, Paul, you saying this price is low. Is that correct? And you want to start higher?
Yeah.
I totally appreciate that. And I feel that in this uncertainty, you really want to take care of your family and you want to net as much as possible. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right.
But let me ask you, how often do you shop for the item that's are overpriced?
All right. Good job. Good job. Good job, Alina Gibbs. All right. Peter Whip's on deck here. Look, Peter, that price is low. I really would like to start higher than that.
You really want to start higher than that, Paul?
Yeah.
I completely understand and respect that. After all, you want to take care of your family and get as much money as possible, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How often do you shop for items that are overpriced, Paul?
All right, good job, good job, good job. All right, let's go one more round, but this time close me for the appointment. So when you ask me one of those questions, I'm gonna push back again, and then you got to handle it and close me for the contract signed. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. You playing, Andres?
Yes, sorry, I
right.
had to go do something quickly.
No worries. Did you hear my instructions there?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna run through it again. Pick one of those price presentation bridges, and then but I'm gonna push back now. I'm gonna push back, and when I push back, you need to close me for the appointment. So it's gonna entail a little bit of freestyle. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Look, that price, Andres, I'm really not comfortable with. I would really want to start a little higher, leave myself room for negotiation.
Paul, what you're saying is that that price is a little too high?
Yeah.
Look, I can totally understand and appreciate that. I know that you want something that makes sense, and during these trying times, it's a little hard to get through with that. So I obviously want you to get that ideal deal for you. So let me ask you this: would you prefer to hope your home sells, or do you want to know it's going to sell?
No, I want to know it's going to sell. It's just, I just don't want people to drag me further down on price, Andres.
Oh yeah, I totally understand that. You're saying you don't want people to drag you further down on the price. Yeah, well, I understand and appreciate that. Like I said, this has to be a logical deal for you. And the buyers right now are people that are actually very interested in buying because of the fact that everything's going on and all. So if there's more buyer competition and buyers that have already been pre-approved, what do you think that means for you?
Well, I mean, you think there's going to be more buyer competition?
I believe there will be more buyer competition because of the fact that right now there are buyers that are extremely interested in looking for homes because of what is going on with the coronavirus. So that means that there's a lot of buyers that have been vetted that might not be as interested, and now there are plenty of interested buyers. So would tomorrow at 4 or 6 work?
Hold on. We're at the appointment, homie.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, look, good. No, okay, I like the idea where he was headed at. Okay, first things first. I was gonna
mixing my words up.
Yeah, well, okay, you got a good idea, but you went in the wrong direction with it, right? Okay, so there may not be more buyers out there, but certainly the buyers who are out there, maybe if they're motivated and they're still looking, then they're not going to waste any time, typically, right? So if there are buyers out there looking, and then a couple of buyers are out there and they begin to compete against each other, it's more likely that they're going to be very serious about making an offer and about trying to make this happen, because they're out there looking right now when they shouldn't be looking, or that they're still asking questions and reaching out to listing agents. And so if they're making that inquiry, then the people who are out there searching are freaking serious. So while there may not be more buyers out there, Andres, there may be more opportunity with buyers who are a lot more serious about making offers.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. When you, I give you the objection, you repeat approve move, and then you give me a bridge, you move to a bridge, then I push back, then come back with a think, feel question. Andres did that. He did that. He did that well. Okay. So that's good. So finish me off with a think, feel question, rooted in a risk or a reward, and then I'll let you win. But finish me off with a think, feel question. All right, Nicole, look, that price is low. I really expected to start higher than that. I just don't want to leave any money on the table.
The price is a little low, Paul, and you're worried about leaving money on the table?
Yeah.
Right. And I completely understand and respect that you want to get the most money possible to move to the next chapter of life, Paul. And I want to make sure that we're on the same page here. And so when we're negotiating, do you want the price to go up or down?
Well, up would be nice. I don't know if that's possible in this market, though.
Up would be nice.
Yeah.
So it's always possible in a market if we price aggressively from the beginning. Remember how we talked about your home value being at X mark, and then if you price just under that, it's like a sale, right?
Yeah.
How often do you shop for things that are overpriced?
No, I don't. That's not a common thing I like
Not
to
a
do.
common thing? Yeah. How often do you shop for sale items?
Well, yeah, I want a good value, but I don't want to give the house away.
No, absolutely not, Paul. And you're going to be in the driver's seat the entire time. And the great thing is, if an offer comes in that you don't agree with, you can say no, right?
That's true.
Right. You're in control. So if we price your home more aggressively from the beginning and get the demand that we need early, we have the chances and opportunities for the price to go up versus down.
Feel me.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So let's do the right thing. Price aggressively from the start, create the demand you need, and get your house sold.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Magic hands. All right, give me a think feel on the tail end though, okay? Want to hear a think feel. Costair, look, that price is low. Can't you just start higher than that? I mean, I don't want to leave any money on the table.
So price, Paul, what I hear you saying, the price is a little too low and you don't want to leave a penny on the table. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Paul, being in your shoes, I would feel the same way because it sounds to me like it's about dollars and cents and you want to net the most money possible, correct?
I need every penny I can to move to Florida.
So Paul, when we're negotiating, do you want the price to go up or down?
Go up would be nice. I don't know if that's possible in this market though.
Paul, that is possible. Did I show you on the chart earlier that if you notice that when you price just at the market value or just a tiny bit below, you'd be able to drive all the traffic throughout there. So all the buyers and their agents will be very interested to look at your property. How would you feel if you had more buyers coming through your door and potentially have more offers?
That'd be nice. I mean, I just don't want people dragging me down further, Costair. That's my major concern.
Paul, and my goal is for that not to happen as well. The goal is to make sure you are comfortable with the numbers that you see, and then you can pull the trigger. Again, you're going to be in the driver's seat. There's not going to be at any point, no one's going to force you to make a decision you're uncomfortable with for you and your family. So the goal is to net you the most money, drive as much traffic through the door as possible, put the property at the market value so you can get as many offers as possible. Would you prefer that?
I would.
Well, that's exactly why we need to go ahead and get started, sign the paperwork. Let me get my sign and start marketing your property, get it sold for you.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Good job. Good job. All right, Lauren Douglas, look, right now with the way things are, I need every penny I can. And starting that low makes me uncomfortable. I really would like to start higher than that.
Paul, you want to start higher than that?
Yeah.
I completely understand because it's important to feel secure moving forward. If pricing your home aggressively from the start actually meant more money in your pocket, how would you price it?
Well, what do you mean?
I don't know where I'm going with that. I did not mean to ask that. Let's do that again.
Okay, go ahead. Look, that price, I'm just not as comfortable starting that low, Lauren. So if we can start higher, that'd make me more comfortable.
I completely understand you wanting to start at a higher price, Paul, because it's important to feel secure moving forward.
Yeah.
If pricing your home aggressively from the start actually meant more money in your pocket, how would you feel?
Well, I want to put more money in my pocket, but how does that work? I mean, what do you mean?
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Okay, somebody
so
help her out on that one. Somebody help her out on that one. If pricing your home aggressively from the start meant more money in your pocket, how would you feel about that?
So, how would you feel if you had more potential offers that you can pick from by pricing it at the price that's necessary for it to be sold?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So, okay, perfect. Paul, how would you feel then if we do drive traffic? Let's price it just at the market value. Again, your goal is to get as much possible for your property, correct?
Yes.
Now, how would you feel if you have more as opposed to very few showings?
No, I want more.
You want more, right?
Right.
What does more typically means? More offers, correct?
I hope so.
Okay, perfect. So you said you prefer to have more offers, eventually get the higher price that you're looking for. Let's go ahead and put the property on the market at the price that we know it's going to sell, drive more traffic so we can get it sold and get you out to Dubai like you love.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. So the point is that if what was the question again? Read me the question, Lauren.
My question,
yeah.
If pricing your home aggressively from the start actually meant more money in your pocket.
Yeah.
And then where I was hoping to go with that was like the think feel was your pushback being having a higher price. And then I have, how would you feel if you saw a home that was overpriced? Or how would you feel if you had more buyers and then lead into creating demand?
Yeah. So
trying to go with that.
So that's the core of that concept right there is the fact that by pricing your home appropriately or aggressively, whatever word you want to use, that allows you to create more demand. You follow that, Min? that by pricing your home appropriately or aggressively will create more demand. And then that's where I can leverage a think, feel question. So if pricing your home aggressively from the start meant getting a better price, how would you feel about that? Well, what do you mean? Well, I love Costera's little, I call them hook questions that bring them a little bit closer. Well, hey, do you want more buyers showing up? You know the answer to that, right? That's not the question he asked, but he asked a question similar to that. Do you remember what the question was, Costera?
Yeah, would you prefer to have more buyers coming through? Something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
prefer to have more buyers coming through? We know the answer to that, right? That's a silly question, but not really. They'll answer it. Hey, do you want more buyers coming through? Well, yeah, of course I want more buyers coming through. Great. So pricing your home appropriately allows more buyers to come through. And then I throw on one of Nicole's questions. Look, you don't have to accept any offer that you're not comfortable with, right? We know the answer to that question. And they go, yes. Okay, great. Now, see how we've created this cadence of I ask questions and you answer, and I know what the answers are going to be. And then I pair that with a think, feel question. Great. So how would you feel then to just start at a price that will cause the property to sell and possibly create demand where the price could go up? How would you feel if that happened? Well, I would like that to happen. Okay, great. Then let's just do the right thing and move forward so that we can get the property closed. Okay, let's do it, Lauren. That price is low. Okay. I really would feel more comfortable if we could just start higher.
Paul, you think that price is too low?
Yeah.
I completely understand because it's important to feel secure moving forward. If pricing your home aggressively from the start actually meant more money in your pocket, how would you feel?
I would like more money in my pocket, but I mean, I don't really know what you mean. I mean, how does that happen?
So by pricing the home right, you're creating more demand. How would you feel if you had more buyers?
I would like more buyers, please.
Exactly. So creating demand will potentially drive the price of your home up.
Think, feel me, or just close me.
How would you feel if you had more money in your pocket at the end of the day?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, so.
Perfect.
Close me, close me, close me.
Sign right here on the dotted line.
All right. Okay, all right, Coco Marie, that price is a little low. I'm not as comfortable starting at that price. I mean, if we could go a little higher, I would feel better about it.
You're not comfortable at that price, Paul?
Mm-mm.
I can understand that, especially because I can understand wanting the most money possible, especially during these unstable times. Would you prefer to hope your home sells, or do you want to know it's going to sell?
No, I mean, I expect the home to sell. I need to move to Florida to be with my mom, and I'm not going to rent it out, but I just don't want people dragging me further down on price, Coco.
Sure, I can understand that. And I know how important it is for you to, move to Florida to be with your mom. And, I want to make sure that happens. How would you feel if you risked losing very motivated buyers and starting at a high price? By starting at a high price.
So you're saying by starting at a high price, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Well, think about it. What about, what do you think starting at a high price and sitting on the market for, more than a couple of weeks, what do you think that's going to do to your home? What do you think people are going to feel when they see a home on the market for several weeks?
I don't know.
What do you, like when you were home shopping, what did you think when you saw a home on the market for 3 to 4 weeks?
Maybe the seller wasn't motivated or there's something wrong with the house, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with my house. I want to sell it.
Sure. Absolutely. I totally understand. There's nothing wrong with your house. It's a great house. But can you see why pricing your home at starting at a higher price might risk losing really motivated buyers?
I guess so. Yeah.
Exactly. And especially during this unstable market, the number of days that your house sits on the market is, even more crucial than now because,
just close me. You got me. Just close me.
Okay. So yeah, let's just get this contract signed.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hey, when you've made when you feel you've got the momentum in regards to the law of deduction, you've asked good questions, and then you see and you start to understand that they understand, then assumptively close them. So you said, do you see how this, what'd you say at the end? You said, do you see how this could be a risk or a consequence or something like that?
Yeah. Do you see how sitting on the market for, I don't know.
Yeah, a long period. Oh, yeah. So do you see, let's just say you said, do you see how sitting on the market for a long period of time then could actually hurt you? So assumptively turn that into assumptive close, right? So you're already seeing, okay. So you're already seeing that the being on the market can actually hurt you. So let's just do the right thing then and price it so that we can get a lot of buyers coming through, and that hopefully we can get our best amount of chance for offers. And then, you're doing the right thing then. Okay. So let's just go ahead and move forward. Now, assumptively closing, you're already beginning to see, okay, you already understand. Well, now and then close them, just close them. So the next best step is, and then just almost, it's an assumptive close to an embedded command. Okay. We're going deep now, guys. Okay. An assumptive close, I'm assumptively leading them. You already are beginning to see how this makes sense. And the next best step is for you to just get this on the market so we can start bringing buyers through here. That's the embedded command. The next best step is, so let's go ahead and move forward, embedded command. Okay. Because there's that a little bit of apprehension where they're still uncertain and they need that leader to go, look, this is the way to go right here. This is what we got to do. And what you're thinking, because now you've created alignment where those good questions begin to create revelation where they're like, okay, I'm starting to get it. I don't like it. And I'm not 100% comfortable with it, but I get it. That's when you assumptively close them and then embed a command to get them to move forward. Now, look, this is only because people feel uncertain and I have to help them and consult them to move forward. That's all I'm trying to do here. This is not about forcing people to do things, but in a time of apprehension or anxiety or fear, especially in a market like this, sometimes we have to go like this. It's okay. It's all right. You're doing the right thing. I know. It's good. It's good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's all right. It's all right. In a healthy way, right? When you know it's the right thing for them. When you're forcing it, it's got to be just when you know you're on the right path and they just need a little bit more of that. I'm rubbing your back right now. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Go ahead. Okay. All right. Good job. Good job. All right. Alina Gibbs, look, that price is low. I mean, I really would feel more comfortable starting higher.
So Paul, what I'm hearing you saying, this price is low and you want to start with higher price.
Exactly. Yeah.
I totally understand that. And I really appreciate that you want to take care of your family and, get the most much money possible. But let me ask you a question. Would you prefer to hope your home to sell, or do you want to know it's going to sell?
No, I mean, I expect the home to sell. I mean, I need to move to Florida. So I just, I don't want to put myself in a position, Alina, where I'm pricing it and then people are dragging me down further. That makes me very uncomfortable.
And I feel what you're saying right now. You don't want to go lower price as I hear. And believe me, I really want to help you here, and I want to price as much higher so you can move to Florida. Let me ask you a question. If we price in home aggressively from the start, actually meant more money in your pocket, how would you price it?
Well, I want to make more money, but I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, what I'm saying, if in the beginning we price in aggressively, that means we will have more buyers looking on your house, right? And in this uncertain period, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but at least people are going to come into your house and you're going to be more competitive on the market. Is that right? That means less days on the market, and you can move faster and move to see your mom and move to Florida.
Yeah. I don't want them dragging me further down on price, though.
I totally understand. You don't want them to drag you down to the with the price, and you are the person who's gonna make decision. If you, at the end of the day, if you don't feel comfortable, you're the person who's gonna choose which offer you're gonna accept. If you don't like the offer, you can counter offer always. So at the end of the day, what do you think if we just price it right and you move forward to the Florida?
Okay, I like it. That's where you embed the command right there. Hey, Paul, so you're already here's the assumptive close. Paul, you're already beginning to see the importance of making the right move and positioning yourself appropriately so we can get good demand. And look, let's just take the next best step, and you can feel comfortable knowing you're headed in the right direction. Let's go ahead and move forward. Assumptive command into an assumptive close embedded, assumptive close moving into an embedded command. Okay, right when you know you got them, where they're beginning to understand, assumptively close and move them into an embedded command. And then you could even use propositional closing right there. So they're having apprehension. They go, well, I don't want people to drag me down further. And then you can go, hey, Alina, do you remember when you were shopping for a property?
Yes.
Yeah. And then when you saw a property that was priced right and was in really good condition, I mean, you knew it was a good deal and it was priced right. I don't know if you experienced this. Did you ever end up competing against other buyers?
Yes.
Say no.
No.
No. Well, hey, I mean, you've heard about it though, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Now look, they say yes, that's an easy one, right? They say no, I got to make an association still, and they know, they get it, right? So when there's competition, what does that do to the possibility of the offer going up?
Higher price.
Yeah. Right. Now look, I can't guarantee that, but what I do know is that if we price appropriately, that will bring more buyers to your doorstep. Look, and more buyers equals more opportunity. And because you're already beginning to see that, then the next best step is to just make the right move and get ahead of the market right now. Let's go ahead and move forward. Okay. I'm a little aggressive in my tone and in my speed, but I'm talking fast because our time's running out. Okay. I would definitely slow that down and make it a lot softer. Okay. All right. Good job. Good job, Alina. Good job, Alina. All right. Peter Whipf, you're up. Look, that price is a little low, and I'm a little less comfortable starting at that price. I really would want to start higher and leave room for negotiation, Peter.
You want to start a little bit higher to leave some room for negotiations, Paul?
Yeah.
I understand and completely respect that. It sounds like the bottom line is what's most important to you, right?
It is.
Perfect. So would you prefer to hope your home sells, or do you want to know it's going to sell?
No, I mean, I got to know it's going to sell. I mean, as I had told you before, as far as my circumstances to move, it's just, I don't want to leave any money on the table, Peter.
You don't want to leave any money on the table?
Yeah.
I completely understand and respect that. Sounds like that bottom line is very important. Now, how would you feel if you lost the opportunity to move to Florida to be closer to your mom by being overpriced?
No, I mean, I'm going to move. I'm going to move. So here's the thing. If I'm able to stay on the market, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, and, we just try it out. I mean, my back's up, not up against the wall completely as far as time frame. Maybe we could just go a few weeks.
Maybe we can just go a few weeks. Let me ask you this, Paul. How often do you shop for items that are overpriced?
I don't typically do that. No.
You don't typically do that? Let's do the right thing here, Paul, and price this thing at market value and get it on the market.
All right. I'll take that. Good job. Excellent. Good stuff. That was sweet and simple and to the point. And you might have to go around that mountain one more time, Peter, but that was good. That's exactly what I want as far as structure of response. That was really, really good. Okay. 8 minutes left. So for some of you who've experienced, I don't know, just maybe we just hold off a few weeks while this Corona stuff's happening. And to address, and maybe we just freestyle for the last 10 minutes here, responses when somebody's like, look, I don't want to sign the contract. I just want to just wait and see what happens. Have you guys been already getting that response?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That was Coco. All right.
Contract as in submitting a contract, or contract for you to represent them?
We're talking about listings right now.
Oh, listings.
Yep. Listings. So how did you handle that, Coco?
I really haven't handled it. She's waiting and she's afraid of people coming to her house, and I don't know. I don't know mm, how to do this, because in a way I agree that she needs to sell, but in another way she might be right, in the sense that in a month the market will probably, I don't know, will be
So
a little better.
first thing, has she
I don't
signed?
believe. I need to believe myself.
Has she signed the contract yet or no?
No,
Okay. So why does she want to move?
because she lives in Lost Creek. She cannot afford the taxes, and she was very motivated until this happened.
And where was she going to move to?
Anywhere where we can find a house half price that from what she's selling.
Is that realistic? Half price, she can find a property?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Her house is like maybe 750, and we're going to find a house for 400. Let's say 400.
Gotcha. And so, what happens if she doesn't sell the property in the next year?
She will have a hard time paying the taxes, but
Yeah.
she says that right now this month she needs to wait. She says she needs to wait. She doesn't even want me to go back.
Yeah. And so she's trying to weigh whether she can get the amount, the money she can get for her house. But is this more about the overall market, and maybe she's going to wait longer than a couple of weeks or months, or she's just concerned about the corona?
Corona. She's
Okay.
not. She's very very afraid of the virus, because
Sure.
she's very afraid.
Okay, look, and remember, we do not want to get people to do what they don't want to do, especially when it may jeopardize their health. Absolutely not. We don't want, that is not a good idea. But is this an opportunity to still get a contract signed? Yeah. Now, your relationship with this person, as far as like, I know, is they pretty close to the sphere of influence, or are they a little bit further outside of the sphere of influence?
A little bit further outside. She's
Okay.
referral, but she already told me she had 2 other agents, and she's not going to sign with anyone else but me. That's what she's telling me. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You've been around long enough. You know, people go back on promises like that. Okay. So, all right, I think that's enough. Somebody want to handle that? I can jump in on it.
Sure, I'll try.
Okay, there you go. So call her up, and you're gonna. The job is to get her to move forward with signing a contract, knowing that, look, I'm not going to put the property on the market this week or next week, but certainly there's some things that we can do to get ahead, and so that, because she plans on moving sooner, she still plans on selling. She's just afraid of Corona and doesn't want to put it on the market right now. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Go ahead.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, Coco. How are you? This is Coster.
Hi, Coster. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Just checking in with you. I know we talked about getting the property on the market, and I remember you said that you weren't quite ready to move forward. Is that still correct?
Yes, but at this time, I don't want anyone to come into my house.
You know what? I agree with you, Coco, because this is a very, very unnerving time. A lot of people are getting sick, and we wouldn't want anybody to come to your home. So I'm 100% in agreeing with you on that one. So, Coco, let me ask you, are you aware that, I know you're not going to put it on the market yet, correct? You wanted to put it on afterwards, is that correct, after everything is cleared up?
Yes, I want to wait until the virus is not a danger.
Okay, get it. And then remember, we did share a lot of this information that you need so you can move forward. Are you comfortable with everything that I shared with you?
Yes, I am comfortable, and thank you for sending the stager.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm glad we got all that out of the way. Now, would you think it's important to get a little bit ahead of all these other guys? Because think about it. Do you think everyone is thinking just like you? They're waiting until everything clears up, and then they're going to go on the market?
Yeah, but I don't want anyone to be here for now.
Oh, I agree with you. We're not going to have anything like that right now happening until everything is cleared up. My thing for you, I want to make sure you understand the importance of getting ahead of everything when everything is cleared up. The goal is to make sure you are ready and you have all the information, which you already have. By getting you ready, as soon as everything cleared, you'll be one of the first people to get on the market. Would you want to do something like that?
Yeah, maybe I will think about it.
Okay, I get it, and I want to make sure you do think about it. Our goal is also, keeping in mind, we want to get ahead of the competition. Do you see value about being ahead of the competition, Coco?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and the goal is to get the property sold as soon as everything cleared up. How would you feel if you were one of the first properties that come on the market with no competition?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. So by getting the paperwork out of the way, we're not going to waste any time, and we're only going to go on the market when you are ready. But we'll have all the paperwork out of the way. The stages will be already in place, and as soon as we get clearance, your property will be one of the first ones.
Okay. All right. Good. Let me stop you there because I want to get one more role play in. Okay. I like it. I don't love it though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like it.
I don't love it though. Why don't I love it?
Talking too much, maybe?
No.
Not
You're
convincing
working
me.
Coco, do you feel the love? Do you feel like he understands you and he cares about you and he's thinking about you?
Not a lot.
No. Look, what was the priority there?
Health.
The priority is the health. Health.
Health for the seller. What was Costare's priority?
Getting the listing.
To sign the contract.
Yeah. Now look, the sign the contract should be the byproduct, right? Okay. Somebody else. Costare, I like it. I like it because it's along the right lines as far as getting her to move forward for the advantage. But I got to address the human being first, who's scared.
Got it.
And then.
Yeah, I like your ideas, Costare. I just need to first believe myself before I can talk to her. But thank you. That helps a lot.
Yeah. Let's do one more. I want to tackle it unless somebody else wants to tackle it.
I want to see you tackle it.
Yeah.
I want to see you tackle it. Okay. Ring.
Hello.
Hey, Coco. It's Paul from Keller Williams. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Hey, I was calling to check in. How are you? How's the family? Is everybody okay?
Well, yes, we are staying in and nobody's leaving the house for now.
No one's going anywhere, are they?
Yeah, correct.
I know. I was just thinking about you, and I know that with your situation, we had talked about, you were very concerned, and we all are right now. I'm just, I'm calling all of the people that I've had recent conversation with just first to check in and see how things are going. Is there anything else I can do for you right now, your family, or do you need any help with anything?
No, I do not. We are here just hanging around.
Yeah, just kind of, it's like waiting for the storm to pass over, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, I know. So, hey, like I said, I was thinking about you. I had a question. Once the storm does pass over, I mean, the intention is after, of course, you feel safe and this is all over with, the plan still is to sell the property so you don't have to worry about the taxes and you're in a property that's more affordable once this is all over. You still are in that place as far as wanting to do that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Right. So moving forward right now is just, we can't, first of all, you can't move forward. I don't know if you heard that. Like you actually can't put your property on the market right now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's having people show the property is just, it's not reasonable and it's just not safe. And I would never want to put you in that position. And at the same time, you do, if the property, once this passes over and let's say May or June, then, and of course you feel comfortable, then you are going to move forward, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Now, hey, I was wondering, because I know you talked to a couple other agents and you said that you felt comfortable with me. I mean, do you still feel comfortable once you are ready later on that I can sell your home?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And did you have any other questions for me as far as how I can help you and what I'll do to, get your property sold and to find you a more affordable property?
No, I'm just, I will need probably some time to find my next house. So I need a lease back.
Yeah.
But other than that, I like the way you showed me the other houses.
Oh, good, good, good. Yeah. Well, that makes me happy that you feel comfortable and confident, because selling a home, especially for a property of the value that we're going to sell this property for, on top of everything that's going on, because I want you to know, Coco, that when we do put the property on the market and you're going to hire me, that we do it even after this storm passes over, that we be careful with who we have coming into the house, and maybe how some of the precautions that we can take for showing the property. Would you be okay if I took precautions with people coming even after all this?
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
Okay, good. Because that it's as much of a concern to me as it is to you. So let me ask you, if there's some things that I can do without putting your property on the market to show your property to buyers, because right now everybody's at home looking at the internet right now. Would you agree?
Yes, we all are.
Yeah. So this is actually there's some things that I can do to create some visibility and demand for your property once you do put it on the market in April or May or whenever that is. So there's quite a bit of work that I can do to create demand, especially when the time is right, because have you heard the saying, timing is everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so there's some things that I can do that once you are ready and everyone else decides that they can start showing properties again, that I can do to give you an advantage, to give you a head start, so that people can see the property, but they don't come by. Where there's no showings, we don't put it on the market, but there's work that I can do so that when you do put it on the market in April or May, and look, you and I, we can continue to have conversations about this week to week, so that you can sell the property for the highest price possible. And God forbid, if the market starts to slip, you want to sell the property as soon as possible. Are we on the same page for that?
Yeah, I had not thought about it. Yes,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, if people start freaking out, and here's the thing, when the market starts to slip, you either lose money when you buy or sell. One way or another, the market's going to go down, right? So, if the property starts to slip, you want to sell as high as possible, and then just go ahead and move into that other property. So does this make sense then? You and I, we can move forward. I can send you some paperwork and we can go over it via video conference call, and I can do some off-market work to start marketing the property. And then we'll talk every single week to see, is it 2 weeks? Is it 3 weeks? Is it 4 weeks? But here's what I promise you, whether it's 2 weeks or 2 months, I can do a lot to be able to make sure that we create the most amount of visibility and sell the property for as much as you possibly can, and make sure that I inform you as someone who you've hired to make a good decision as far as when the property should exactly go on the market. Does that sound safe and reasonable?
Yeah, that sounds very good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Break script.
Thank you.
I was going.
I really liked it because you came from an area of concern right away. You didn't really start off with talking anything real estate, like how's the family, how's everything going. That was genuine. And then how you made the seller start questioning, like, oh yeah, what if there is a way to do it without any of the concerns I have in mind. So that was great. I really like that.
I really wanted to hit hard on the fact that she's concerned about people coming through the property, and that I don't want anybody coming through the property.
Yeah, I really like it, Paul. Thank you.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Hopefully that was helpful.
Yes.
It was all right. I think I'll give myself a 7.
You've been so sensitive.
7 out of 7.
Nice.
Paul, if you get a 7, what am I getting, man? 4?
All right. Let's take a deep breath. Deep breath in through our noses. Let it out through your mouth. Deep breath in. Deep breath in through your noses. Let it out through your mouth. I'm alive, excited, and full of energy.
I'm alive, excited.
Alive, excited, full of energy.
I listen for motivation.
I listen for motivation.
Listen for motivation.
I am the light.
I am the light.
People need my help.
People need my help.
My mindset is strong all day long.
My mindset is
The mindset is strong all day long.
All right. You guys have a great day. You're doing better, man. You're doing better. Your affirmations
Thank
are
you,
getting
Paul.
better. I like it.
Thanks.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.